Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel once again. If you haven't subscribed till now, so please do it. So today's video is all about how to create bookmarks. So these are some following techniques that I have shown here. First you need to have an art paper, and here I have stick the art paper in a board using a cellotape. Now you can see that the paper has been divided into 4 different segments where each segment refers to one bookmark, and now you can see that here I have already started coloring the first one, where I have already colored using two color, that is one number is the orange and second one is the red. Now we are going to add the deep orange, where actually what I did is I mixed the orange and red as well as, and now I have added this color here. Now the fourth and the last color that I am going to use is that light mixture of yellow ochre and red. So yes, this color is here. It's quite, the yellow ochre is quite reddish in color. It's because of that color combination. Now in the third row here I have started drawing related to nature, that is some fruits, leaves and some buds. So here I have drawn this, but of course if you want to draw something else then definitely you can, because in bookmarks you can draw anything. Like if you want to draw doodle, you can draw that. If you want to draw related something to the nature, that is sea, ocean, scenery or any kind of thing, you can also draw that. Some people are also interested in creating some animated creature or sometimes sketch, or if you also want to write any quotes or thoughts, you can absolutely write that, because if a bookmark carries a thought or a message, then not only it makes the look of a bookmark more beautiful, but it also creates a good impact to the reader. So in the next row here I have already added the black color, and I'm not going to draw anything in this bookmark because here I want to create something directly using my painting brush. So let's see how does it look, and what are the other colors I'm going to use. So simply you can see that I am just swiping the brush with adding more water to the color, so that the black color could get easily spread all over the sheet, I mean all over that portion, so that I could get an amazing effect. So after adding the color I will just let it dry so that I can add the next colors properly without getting anything smudged on it. Now you can see that at the top I'm adding some Prussian blue color so that it could get a nice effect, because you will see that always if you add these two colors, black and Prussian blue together, it gives an amazing effect, especially when you are willing to draw something related to dark or darkness or cloudy weather, then these two combination goes absolutely well. Now in the next row or in the next bookmark, here I have used a pencil for drawing something again related to the nature. So here I have drawn our national flower, that is lotus. So here it goes. After the lotus, I'm drawing the buds of the lotus. Then the next thing that I will draw is that leaves of lotus, so that it could look more beautiful. The bookmark could look more beautiful. And yes, of course, I will say the same thing again, that if you don't want to draw this, what I am drawing right now, then you can draw anything that you are wishing to draw. The last lotus that I'm drawing right now is the fully bloomed one, and after the completion of this, I will add some detailing to the picture so that it would look more real and natural. After this, we will move ahead to our last bookmark that is still left. So here again, I'm not drawing something using my pencil, where I'm just coloring using my painting brush, because again I want to draw directly using my painting brush. So here also I have started coloring using the black color of Camlin Artist watercolor, and now I'm taking some blue color as well, and I'm mixing those two color with taking adequate amount of water. I will use this same medium, just the one thing that I'm going to change is that I'm going to add now more and more water, so that the color could get spread easily all over the bookmark, and so that I could get that dark effect which I want in this bookmark. Here you can see that how simply I have taken a huge amount of water in my brush, and I'm just smudging the colors from the top to the bottom so that I could get that light and dark effect of both of these color. Now I will just let these colors to dry. Meanwhile, I will return back to my fourth bookmark, where I have drawn certain lotus and its leaf. So what I'm going to do now is that I will take crimson red from Camlin Artist watercolor and Chinese white. I'm gonna mix those two to get an opaque combination. Then I will just add those two combination in all over the lotus and its bud. The front side petals of the lotus buds, I'm not going to entirely color it using pink, because if you have seen ever lotus, you will see that the front side petals are mostly a mixture of pink or white and green. Okay, so here also I have tried to give that look, so that's why I have just did half of the portion of the first petals, and the remaining half I have just left it white, so that in the next time I can add any color, or especially the light green color, smoothly. Lastly, I am now coloring the lotus which is bloomed one, and since it's a bloomed one, so I am not going to leave any of its area incomplete or white, since it's an already bloomed one. So if I'm not going to use, then also it's going to be look fine. And after coloring, the center should be kept white, because the center of a flower, the lotus especially, is yellow in color, so that's why I have not added any color in the center. After the completion of the lotus, I will definitely add deep yellow in the center. Deep yellow means the gamboge yellow of Camlin Artist watercolor. As soon as the colors of the flowers dries out, now I will take light green into my brush, and then I will tap on certain areas of the flowers to give that green and pinkish look, so that it could look more real and natural. So you can see that how I'm just using very little amount of color, and I'm just mixing the green color with the pink, so that it could smudge properly and it could look more real and pretty, because I don't want the two color remaining unmixed, and definitely it will look very monotonous to the picture, so definitely I'm not going to do that. So I've applied the green colors in all the required areas. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is that I will take a little amount of water in my brush, and then I will smudge the color, mix the color properly with the pink one so that it could look very beautiful, and it could actually get that exact color which a lotus has. In fact, now I'm using the shade in the bloomed lotus as well, so that it could also look very nice. So it's time to start coloring the rest of the detailings of the picture. To paint the rest of the detailings, I have used two colors. Actually, I have mixed again two colors, that is sap green and Prussian blue, again from the Camlin Artist watercolor, to get that green, dark green effect. Now it's time to color the leaves of the lotus. So here I have used three different colors to create a shade of green. The colors that I've used is gamboge yellow, sap green and Prussian blue. I have mixed all these three colors, and now I am applying to the leaves of the lotus. After the leaves are completed, now it's time to add some detailing to the flower once again. Now to add the detailings, what I have did is that I have used more crimson pink with less amount of Chinese white. That means the ratio should be 2 is to 1. 2 will be the ratio of crimson red and 1 will be the ratio of Chinese white to get this little bit darker pink. Now with that darker pink, I will give that light and shade effect. I will try to give some more detailing to the flower. So just look how I am simply using the color. I am applying it all over the petals, the border of the petals, and the detailings, and giving the detailings. So here I have used actually the very thin brush I had, that 000 in size. Now if you are thinking that I don't have that kind of brush, then it's okay, you can use zero size brush also. It's absolutely fine if you don't have. you can see that how I'm adding the details petals by petals one after another, and then at the bottom of the petals I'm adding some more color so that it could have that light and dark effect. After finishing the upper petals, now it's time to color the lower petals. I will color the lower petals in the very similar way that I did with the upper ones. So now again moving ahead to our third bookmark. Here the fruits that I have drawn, I'm going to color those fruit using two color, that is orange and Chinese white. I have mixed orange with the Chinese white and I have got this amazing shade. So after coloring all the fruits properly, I will just give the fruits some light and dark effects shade so that it could again look naturally and more beautiful. After coloring this, now I will just give it some time so that it could dry properly, and meanwhile I will just move ahead to the previous bookmark, that is the bookmark number 2, and then I will add some more detailings like drawing some trees or bushes. Since I told that here I am going to draw something directly using my painting brush and I am not going to use any of my pencils to draw, so directly you can see that I am using the brush, that is zero number brush. I'm dipping the brush in black color and I'm drawing that in the middle of the bookmark, because since it's a scenery related to darkness, because here I have tried to show the exact timing of dawn before sunrise, so whatever in that time you can see is usually seems like black in color. That's why I have used here black to draw the trees and bushes that are far away from the other bank of the river, which I haven't drawn till now, but I will draw it very soon again with that same black color only. So I am drawing the other bank of the river, and now I will draw few grasses just to make it look beautiful. Now I will give it some time to dry, and again meanwhile I am going to move to the next bookmark, that is bookmark number 3, where I have already painted the fruits. Now what I will do is that I will give some shades to the fruit, definitely the light and dark shade. For light shade I have used 2 ratio of Chinese white, whereas 1 ratio of orange, so that it could have that lightest effect which you can see now, which actually seems like the fruit is shining. It seems like that. Now the time came to give the darker shade to the fruits, where again I will use that same color orange and white, but here the proportion has been reversed. That means two proportion of orange and one proportion of white. So you can see that now it looks little bit of darker than the first tone that I have added to the fruit. I will use that same darker shade to the rest of the fruits. After adding the light shade and the dark shade, now I'm using a damp brush and then I'm mixing those color properly so that they could look more prominent and beautiful. The fruits are almost done here. Now it's time to color the buds. So here I have used two different shades, that is orange and crimson red. Their proportion is same, that is same amount of orange as well as red color. I will add that mixture to all the buds that I have drawn here one by one. Move to the fourth bookmark, that is the last one, where I have almost done everything, and now the only thing that is left is that the background, which I left white in color, but now I am going to color it using two colors, that is mixing two colors. One is emerald green and another one is Chinese white. The proportion of the color will be same, like 1:1. After adding that color in the background, now it's time to add some detailing to the leaves, where I have used three shades, that is emerald green, sap green and white, to get that lime green color. Now I am taking the color with the help of a zero size brush and I am going to do the detailing nicely. Again, I will give some time to let it dry. Meanwhile, at the background, I am adding some more lotus leaves. Now coming to the third bookmark that I have left behind without drawing anything, I have just added the black color simply and I kept it aside. Now it's time to do something on that. Like I have told previously that I am not going to use my pencil to draw anything in this one, because here also I am going to do the same, that is I am going to draw something using my painting brush and color. So again I am here drawing a simple scenery, a natural scenery of a cloudy and weather, a cloudy day, okay, where I will draw some trees, some coconut or palm trees and some bushes and like that. So just see what I'm going to draw. some detailing to the water is also required, so I'm drawing here that as well. In fact, the shadow of the land on the water should also be there, so I'm drawing that also. Coming to the third number bookmark where the fruits were almost completed and now the leaves were left behind. So now I'm using two shades of color to do the leaves, that is sap green and Prussian blue. I have mixed both the color in 1:1 ratio and now I am coloring that to the leaves of the fruits. Now the leaves are done and they are almost dried out, so it's time to color the background of the bookmark. So here I have used again two color, that is one is cobalt blue, another one is Chinese white, where the ratio of cobalt blue is 2 and Chinese white is 1, that is 2:1 ratio. Now after making that mixture, I am applying that mixture all over the background of that bookmark to give it the look of the sky. Now here also for applying the color I have used the 0 number brush. If you want to use any other brush like more thicker than this one, you can also use that. So to the bookmark number 4, I am just drawing some strips at the back to make it more attractive with the help of the brush 000 in size, and the color that I have used is again the mixture of three colors, that is sap green, Prussian blue and a bit of emerald green. The same color I am going to use again in the bookmark 3 to do the detailing and to do the branches of the tree. So you can see that all the bookmarks are completed except the bookmark number 1 where I have drawn nothing, but now I am going to draw something with the help of a black color using 000 brush, where I am just drawing doodle, or you can also say some drawings with only one color, that is black, and I want to keep that one as a monochrome one, so I am just drawing here the leaves. You can also draw the leaves using gel pen, black gel pen, if you have some problem while drawing with the brush. So you can see that how smoothly I have drawn. I have made the detailings also nicely. Now it's time to cut the bookmarks into their original sizes and to remove the tapes properly. Now remember one thing, while you are removing the tapes from the bookmark, just keep this thing in your mind that pull out the cellotape at a 45-degree angle, otherwise it will hamper your drawing. So these are the bookmarks that I made. These are the final products. Hope the video was helpful to you. Please again visit our channel. Thank you everyone for watching.